Well, the holidays are now upon us, guys, and gaming on Stadia has now fully taken off in full force, and I'm personally having a blast. November, though, despite some setbacks with some other games, is still set to be Stadia's best month in its short history. With that, in this video, like we do every single month, we take a look at all the officially confirmed games coming, and we see if they're going to be worth your time and money. Not only that, but we go ahead and make some predictions on which titles we might see come as a surprise this November. Like always, check those timestamps down below and smash that like button so we find some more Stadia gamers out there, and subscribe if you're brand new and you're looking for more Stadia content like this, as I make this video every single month. Let's start this video with the newest pro games coming to Stadia. We're going to go ahead and work our way down from the order of which they are releasing. The first game on this list is Sniper Elite 4, and this is coming in hot as the newest pro game of the month. Now, this is a title that continues to expand upon the franchise, but still stay true to what has made it so enjoyable. Things like the X-ray kill cam, sniping in clever ways, or just a full shootout mayhem with all sorts of bullets and things flying everywhere. This is a game if you like sniping, or you like just being tactical, or you just like going full Rambo, you are absolutely going to enjoy yourself. The game also features full 4-player co-op as well as 12-player competitive modes. This one, of course, is set to come here soon, November 1st, to all pro members. So Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek follows the tragic story of the Neighbor's family in this prequel to Hello Neighbor. Now, I haven't had the chance to play the game myself, but on a lot of accounts, this seems to be a title that is definitely different from the original. Puzzles are still there, but it's not as much horror and more along the lines of you just being this troublemaker. Also, the game appears to give a lot less hand-holding, so in a sense it sounds like it's a tougher game. This title isn't as popular as the original, but it does seem to be pretty well liked. Either way, it will be interesting to see the reaction to this title from those who have played the original quite a bit on Stadia, and this one is of course set to be a pro game on November 1st. So The Gardens Between looks to bring some of that more wholesome puzzle indie goodness to Stadia, and here you're following the story of two best friends in Arena and Frent who fall into a series of dreamlike islands that are peppered with everyday objects from their childhood. Now, the game looks to come in very well rated with over 1,000 positive user reviews and a Metacritic score of 80. So this is a very well liked game, bringing a very storybook art style, simple controls, and puzzles that have you manipulating time. This looks to be another solid addition to the Stadia library that can be fun for the family and kids, and challenging for them to follow the story of these two best friends, and well, it's a relaxed, fun title. Garden Betweens does hit the Stadia store on November 1st for all pro members. Well, that time has now finally arrived, guys, and the most anticipated game for most people this November undoubtedly will be Assassin's Creed Valhalla, set to come November 10th to Stadia. And by all accounts, if you've been playing the recent iterations, you're going to be pretty familiar with the gameplay here. Only Valhalla is set to take place in the Viking era. Now, the game is going to feature things like growing your own settlements, raiding towns in true Viking fashion, which is interesting considering the franchise was built on being an assassin, but this title looks to be anything but sneaky and more in your face. This is easily one of the more anticipated games of the year, and I fully expect this title to be one that's going to be slaying many hours of my life personally, so I'm really looking forward to this one. As always, stay tuned to the channel when I do have coverage of this title on November 10th. So the hit family show Family Feud is going to embark on Stadia, and guys, this is a strange title because there's really not a lot of info here. There's no trailer of any kind. All we really know is that it's going to feature direct YouTube streaming specifically for this game that will let the streamers play with their viewers. There will also be a classic mode where you play against the AI, a party battle mode, which is a group versus group local multiplayer thing, and then we have couch versus couch, which is you versus players online. It's interesting to say the least that there's not a lot of info out there, but the real life game show is really wildly entertaining. So if it can capture that same magic, this will end up being one of my go-to couch games at parties and events. So in a sense, I'm actually very excited to see what this is going to have to offer when it finally does arrive on November 12th. So Just Dance 2021 is coming in with 40 new tracks from songs like Don't Start Now from Dua Lipa. Did I say that right? Feel Special by Twice and Señorita by Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Also, buying the game will give you 1 free month of Just Dance Unlimited that features over 550 songs. Guys, there's really not much else to say about this year's Just Dance title, as there's really no other changes other than the songs. But either way, if you're looking forward to dancing your heart out, you'll be able to do so on November 12th. We have Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle set to release here mid-November, and it's a curious title to say the least because it's bringing in a new battle royale featuring up to 64 players online. And while the premise is very simple here, you just survive and you eat your fellow Stadians and you try to be the last pack standing. I do hope that this title does release as a free pro game, otherwise I am somewhat worried about the player base, but either way this is a very neat title and it is set to come on November 17th. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order might actually be my most anticipated title on this entire list, despite already being a year old and me being just a Star Wars junkie. I have long awaited for my playthrough to be done over the cloud via Stadia, a third-person action-adventure title following an abandoned Padawan who must complete his training to develop new Force abilities and master the lightsaber so that way he can stay ahead of the Empire forces. The game has a little bit of mix of Dark Souls like combat, Tomb Raider type of diving, and well, Jedi abilities like force pushing people off cliffs. That's totally my jam. The game has also been very well rated all around with a Metacritic score of 81 and features tens of thousands of positive user reviews. To say that I'm looking forward to this one is an understatement, and well, I will have full coverage of this title when it launches on Stadia on November 24th. Well guys, we are now at that time of the video where we predict which games could be headed that are not announced this November to Stadia. Like always guys, participate yourselves down below and let me know which games you guys think will be coming that have not been officially announced. I'm going to go ahead and start this one with Outcasters. This has been given a release window of coming this fall, and I predict this title will be a potential December Pro game and will be announced this November, but it's possible that it comes out this month as well. Death Carnival is another guess of mine that could be announced for a December Pro game, and my last prediction, while not super exciting, is Touhou, as I think this one will come out this month. Unfortunately, we have various titles without release dates, so at this point almost anyone's guess on which titles could come any week is really as good as anybody else's. But either way, it's exciting because you never know what's going to happen. With all that, let me know down below which games on this list you guys are most excited for this November and which games you'll guys be picking up. Also, take your stab at predictions and we'll come back next time and we'll see if any of you guys are correct. Like always, hit that like button, sub if you're brand new. Thanks for watching. I'm Sunny and I'll see you guys in the cloud.